All right, if you could just state your name, please.
Gary Anderson,
And how long did you serve, Mr. Anderson?
4 years in the Navy, 10 years in the Army.
And if you remember, what was your rank in both the Navy and the Army?
I was a E3 in the Navy, E5 in the Army.
And what did you do while you were in the Navy?
Uh, Military intelligence.
So the first question I'm going to ask you is why did you join the Navy and what was it like to serve at the time?
To get benefits for college.
And what did you specifically do in the Navy?
Military intelligence.
Why did you leave the Navy?
I found that it was no longer for me, and I was ready to go to start my journey in college.
And so you said you joined the Army. Why did you join back and why specifically with a different branch?
I missed the camaraderie of the brotherhood that the military provides, and I was not willing to go to a ship, so I decided to join the Army.
And so for you, what was it like joining the Army compared to the Navy?
The Army was more my style. I was never meant to be on a boat.
And so from what you saw, what do you think the biggest change was regarding the culture in the military from when you joined the Navy to when you got out and joined the Army?
The culture change was that the military was accepting um, a lower grade of candidates. It was a lot softer than when I joined the Navy.
And is there anything that you are glad that they changed throughout the years?
Now I think it's gotten worse since I've gotten out till now.
Okay. And so in that case, what do you think personally needs to be brought back?
They need to bring the higher standards back, the higher education of candidates. They need to not be taking just anybody because their numbers are low.
And because of the different like change, was this one of the reasons you may have left the military?
Yes, just a different breed of person that was enlisting.
And so you could say that you couldn't really relate to them anymore.
I couldn't relate at all to them.
And so you personally, what is something that you would do differently regarding the culture change within the military? What would you specifically like to see, and do you think that it's even going to happen again?
I'd like to see a tougher bunch of kids come in and learn instead of um, not being able to punish them for their mistakes or have hard teaching moments. Now you can't even look at them wrong without them getting upset and you getting in trouble. And with you getting in trouble, that goes on your career, on points on your career. So I mean, you have to look out for yourself as well. So
And what do you personally think about stuff like the Army bringing in like flag cards and stuff like that now, like when people go to boot camp compared to how it used to be?
when I went through, you could still get hit by your drill instructors. You can no longer get hit by your drill
Yeah.
instructor. So that's what I'm saying. We were a tougher bunch of kids going through than they are today.
And
I
so,
would like to see them bring that back.
and so what do you think about stuff like now, at least in the Army, that's what I researched, is that you get 1 to 2 phone calls a week and you get to have your phone on the weekends as well during boot camp. What would you say about stuff like that?
That's part of the problem of having these kids soft. I got to call my mom when I got there, and that was it. And I called her whenever I graduated.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Mr. Anderson. I greatly appreciate you coming out on the Zoom call and speaking to me about all of this.
Thank you, young man.